Reach portal leading to Raylak's secret asylum. Must survive. Okay, I need to know more about the daughter of Malasa must survive. More ears than those of the demon sovereign heard Thrallsai's prayers. Malasa, the dragon of shadow, and the patroness of the Dark Elves listened in anger and removed her blessing from her people. As a result, the Shadow and Black Dragons, their strongest creatures, serve the Warlocks no more. But there is a way to summon them again. If Ilya can prove herself worthy, the daughter of Malasa, Black Dragon, shouldn't leave Ilya's army to be under protection. Of course, it must survive. Okay, right. So if we lose the Black Dragon, it's game over. Fair enough. Do they have spells? Level 2 mage skill or useful units. I get a lot of blood furies. Right. They're large creatures, so they can't get past the dragon at us, while we can attack from behind the dragon. Except they have an attack that will probably move us a little bit. But no. Here we go. How much? Damage is irrelevant. Problem is, I don't have. I missed my turn more or less, so I can't actually get at the bears anymore. Cheap war machines. Right. We can get blood furies. Minotaur guards are not that special. Grim Raiders would be, but currently we just don't have the, for fuck's sakes, we don't have the numbers. 4 of them isn't that much. But you could use them to tie up the enemies, and they would be... sure. Yep, the Dark Riders don't have the speed to do it. Grim Riders would have it. Alternatively, spells. I think we're leaning towards spells. I mean, I have 2 expertise and 1 at advanced level, but I have no spells. So, more than anything, that would make a big difference. I don't particularly care about the cost either. I'd like to get to level 4 as quickly as possible. At least 3, because that's where we'll get the ability to summon troops. It'll take a few days to clear out the surrounding areas anyway. I don't think we really need additional units for that. Dragon is good enough. Holy shit, how many players does the goddamn mission have? So there's a lot of different factions fighting on a fairly smallish map. Probably everyone more or less a single town. Right. We could avoid going to this city for a few days. Extra gold. Give it to me. Since we can rely on the dragon, at least here, might as well visit that first. Don't need extra troops for that. Not sure we're gonna get good light spells. I think we're dark and destruction. That's our basic focus from the major skill we built. I think the expansion brought an option of having simultaneous turns. Or something similar to that. The reason I don't want to use it, even though it might speed up some of the changes of turns, is that this game was not designed for it. It can certain events are supposed to happen in order. So if there's at least a possibility of things going badly wrong if you allow things to happen at the same time. So it's more of a precaution to avoid big trouble. Usually you don't have really fights where you have a lot of different factions fighting. Right, once we've got the war machines we should be able to get at least mages skilled level 4, hopefully 5. And level 4 will tell us what sort of spells we can get in the total anyway. I hope that their numbers aren't enough to kill the dragon. They're in a bad spot. We can still bind one of their squad. I don't think they have the attack power to really threaten us. Yeah, not even remotely. I'll take that back. Good hit. They would get a couple turns of free shots, we would be dead. So it's pretty much vital that the dragon reaches at least one squad at the first turn, otherwise serious war. Yeah, it looks like we'll get to level 5 major skill if we just clean this up. The hero is so goddamn slow in movement. On the positive side, I have a lot of time to think about what the hell am I gonna do on my turn when the end turn takes so long. I think we have enough funds to go all the way with the major skill. But then we're out of resources. I think it's the most sensible thing to do. We are getting summoning spells and destruction. That's the suckiest combination. Still, it's better than nothing. I want to go after steel golems. This seems to go on for maybe a little bit longer than anticipated. It's not a dead end. A witch's hut, and it seems to go on. Oh shit. I'm sort of relying on the main roads being the only pathways forward. That's where the mines are. So I'm sort of banking on this being a short dead end. We'll quickly go in, clear it out, and come to my new spells. So what did we get? On portal, summon creatures, Armageddon, yeah, it's a destruction conjuration for summoning. Largely worthless, and we got the shittiest destruction spell. It's good if we have black dragons only though. In that sense, it might not be the worst thing ever. Yeah, this seems to just go on and on and on. Nope. Gold mine. In exchange for a pack of warlords. There's no way in hell I can take on those. Might as well load the save from a while ago. Yeah, there's just too many. Better spells, maybe. Because I could have dropped Armageddon in this fight, for example, and that would be it. Ah, but it's too soon. Not sure we will die. Because, yeah, we don't get that many turns, but we're fairly well protected and they'll take losses every turn. They're attacking that for some reason. Okay, much better than I expected. This was probably the hardest fight here, so we can survive this, we can survive the rest. Bit of a sidetracking thing though. We desperately need resources. We have plenty of money after this, but we don't really have much to spend it on. In some ways the Armageddon as the level 5 spell is not a bad thing, because if we basically get our back against the wall, the dragon is immune to magic. So we should be able to bombard the area with it, pretty much without a care in the world. Additional sulfur per day. How about no? I'll probably start doing witches. Ooh, right, this is not gonna work. Dragon alone will be a much better choice. We have more mobility than the zombies, so we can dodge them independently. Gems. Not super useful, but we'll take it. Right, Hydras. Buying time, that's the most sensible thing to do. They're constantly gonna start taking damage. A lot of damage, multiple casualties, so they can't survive that many turns on their own. They don't have enough attack power to kill the dragon at that time. Yeah. Still, we basically spend a week here and achieve practically nothing. Spells aren't gonna be super useful either. At least we'll get witches. 1000 gold per day. We have to worry about money. We got the 1000 extra gold per day item plus gold mine, so that should be more than enough. I think we have the capital too. Everything but gold is gonna be a problem though. I think we'll be okay. They'll get a single shot that can be somewhat damaging. Expert luck. Haven't seen luck in our fights for a long time. Also, what the hell is our level at this point? We'll have to come back here once we get to 20. Light magic specialty. Mass deflect missile, mass endurance. It's not bad. I'll gladly accept. Probably should start with the upgrades at this point. We can't upgrade both. think I'll take the better versions of the Dark Riders. Mainly because the matriarchs, Shadow Matriarchs and the Shadow Witches, they're both useful, while the weaker versions of the Lizard Riders are not. We could block this entirely. The dragon only has to survive a single counterattack with those. And the others can join in and finish it. Sure, if I would like the ballista, but we don't have anything that would really say that we shouldn't buy it. Just don't have that sort of spells at the moment. Sulfur per day. Why not? Artifact seller. I'll take that. Mainly because I have a lot of extra money, so what better way to make use of it. We'll leave the remaining troops still here. Without the upgrades, they're not particularly useful. We have extra gold and extra attack. We probably should buy a hero just to carry the extra bag of gold, otherwise a waste item slot. Immunity to Word of Light spell doesn't really apply to us. I think undead and infernal units are affected by it. Knowledge +2, nice, but not critical. Attack +5, initiative lowered, never gonna take it. +4 attack, nice. And engage an enemy mind effect immunity. I'm not expecting undead resistance though. I'm expecting demons, they are perfectly affected by mind affecting. So we could spend 10,000 on something that gives us +2 to attack, basically. I suppose a +2 knowledge isn't gonna hurt. Also isn't cripplingly expensive. Right. How many spells? Stone spikes, fire trap. Haste. Excellent. Vessel of Shalasa, I'm sure that's super useful. Glow of Winter. Summon creatures. Meteor Shower. And Armageddon at least. So 8 new spells. I have to leave a caretaker hero here. We probably should go to the right. We know there's orange there. We very likely have the capable of playing him out of the fight. That's it. That's not strictly speaking our objective here. Our mission is much more simpler. We just have to sort of pass through. Well, shit. I'll leave the looting for the secondary hero. spreading the damage fairly evenly at this point because I don't really know what they're going to do. Right. Blood Furies are so damaging that there's really no point worrying about anything. The rest of the enemies are not going to have another turn. Get direction and go. We don't know where we need to go, every direction is equally bad. Not much luck, even though we have +3 luck. Probably every one of us probably started at the corners. So 4 factions in total. Right, we can't use the forward section of these tiles or the griffins to have the mobility to attack us. Oh shit. There's the better versions. Not that it matters. Undead army doesn't look particularly dangerous. It is protecting orange. I suppose there's something of similar quality between all the factions. Right, that was their only really dangerous thing. surprisingly well. Seriously, where are my luck effects? Luck 3, moral 0. No luck. No luck ever. That can't be normal. It's bugged somehow. Should it happen that any magic spell is resisted by target, the hero gains back all the mana spent. Okay. Expert Dark Magic's probably better. There aren't that many great Expert Dark Magics things though. Like Soldier's Luck. Useful combat abilities of creatures in hero's army that will trigger more often. But are there... do we have any useful combat abilities? No, so Expert Dark Magic. I'm not particularly interested in the control of the factories. I mean, it's a useful thing. If we move quickly enough for a couple of days, we might be able to get to their city before the week changes. Also, Orange seems to be here too. So... Orange is both our neighbors. Somehow. Inferno City. Last day of the week. Not bad. He's bringing a hero trying to defend it. We'll ignore the hero, take the city. That'll hurt him much more. He's probably spent the entire week losing troops. So he just isn't gonna get reinforcements. Don't really care what the enemy force here is. It won't make much of a difference. We don't have arrow towers of any type, so we don't really have to worry about it. Not taking in blood furies. I don't see what would be the point. I was expecting something like this. Weakness, dark magics. Dark and destruction probably from the demon cities. Yeah, we definitely should develop these major skills. Much higher probability of getting something truly spectacular. Well, wait here. Roll the Demon Lord. I'm not sure there's much point to it, but that sort of looks like there's something orange coming down. I think that's a gate. Go home. I'll buy a hero here. Maybe not on this turn. Yeah, this is a well upgraded city, unit production wise. So if we just buy a shitty hero here, he can more or less hold its own very nicely. Yeah. That hero is gonna withdraw. Can't really do anything else. There seems to be a few resource sites nearby. Green. It looks like a high level hero. But it is an army, right? Urbeth. Well, Urbeth, let's see what you've got. Nothing new. I have to go and defend that. Miracle we get a chance to defend this in the first place. I might still be able to do something if I can get close enough. I can buy the units out of there before he takes all of them, or kills all of them there. Still, I need a hero now. Don't particularly care what you do. Take resources. So green and orange are our allies. I think we are in a fairly good spot though. Not sure if we can successfully defend this, but it's not an easy place to take over either. I forgot to buy the troops here. Might not be the best thing ever, but there's still a solid army. Probably should not have left the castle. Well, what's done is done. Automatic attack on the enemy, nice. I don't see us losing this. He can steal my mana, but that's about all he can do. I should not have any mana left, right? So what can we do? Confusion. No, we need kills now. Overwhelm us quickly. Gotta underestimate his hero a little bit. He's getting lucky hits, but I'm not. Bullshit. That group is gonna attack soon, so we'll have to reduce their strength a little bit. Even if it's just for a few units. I feel I'm more or less just angry about the fact that they're getting the luck hits and I don't. The game is bugged somehow with this, I'm certain of it. Yeah, he's getting more fairly regular luck attempts with luck 2. I'm getting 0 with luck 3. Something's bugged with the luck. I'm not sure. Is it just bugged locked, or is it something worse? Like I basically wasted the entire skill on luck and it will never give me luck successes anymore. Don't know. Either way, not good. not much I can do. I'm trying to cause a few casualties on their range units. I don't know if I can do anything more than that. Yeah, lock. Cheating son of a bitch of a game. We can probably kill a single unit at this point. I really have no reason to accept this result. I might as well just go into the fortress here and just sit still. We're buying things, the ballista wouldn't be a horrible thing. Any useful items? They have to be very cheap. Yeah, not worth it, I think. And expected ass kicking coming, so we'll have to retake the city. Delaying. That's pretty much it. Attacking their range capabilities with everything we've got. Their hero can probably end this fairly quickly, so I'm not sure how much options they have, but they have a single stack of dangerous stuff. He's fantastic spellcaster with terrible knowledge, like god-awful knowledge. That's good. Why is the door open? I didn't want to open it. Well, it's certainly not good, no matter what it is. Just want to stand behind the goddamn door. I seem to recall that I've done that before, and sometimes it does exactly like it did now, but other times it stays closed, so if there's some sort of a logic behind that, I don't know what it is. I guess we can't be behind the doors from this point on, at least. But it doesn't particularly matter what the logic is. So, can I build mages skills now? Third try. Losing the fight is not important. that doesn't mean I want to fight the fight where I'm trying to buy time by basically opening the town gates for the enemy army. I mean, there's a limit to how much bullshit I'm willing to take, especially now that my luck is basically inoperable, has been disabled for me for some reason. I'm assuming it's just a bug. It still doesn't reduce the amount of annoyance I'm getting. What's the point of designing your character if the game disables your skills randomly? Right. All fire focused on the assassin. Their poison will be deadly. We will stay 1 square away from the doors. Be able to go out and come back in again. I can cast something. That's their only real threat to us, so I want to reduce it as much as possible. But it's the only threat that I can reduce. Their hero is the biggest threat. I could have confused him, but I don't think so. We want to try to get rid of him as quickly as possible. We don't have a huge amount of time, right? I was sort of expecting something like that, but I was expecting only one of the stacks to be wiped out. It's more useful for me to spread the poison than it is to rely on the assassin damage in any way. We'll do more damage that way. Return, a stack of units is gone. We could raise dead, I don't really see the point though. We're gonna die quickly anyway, so we might as well do as much damage as we can before that. But I think their assassins are now dead for all practical purposes. The lizards isn't exactly a bad plan here. They're not that important now, but if they get upgraded, there'll be a big threat. Sort of similar with the blood maidens. Good opportunity to reduce their numbers. Final spell. He should be running out of magic. He has something like 30 points, maybe. He has 2. He's still gonna do a lot of damage with his normal, or her normal attacks, but not enough to wipe out an entire stack of units. Our situation should improve a little bit. More importantly, we can probably get rid of the Blood Maidens during this fight, thanks to that. Or the Lizards, or the other. Taking her 3 turns just to kill the assassins. Her Dark Riders are not gonna make it. Spreading the poison as much as possible. Poison will do more damage than the darts. Oh shit. Firepower reduced. I was hoping they'll punch a hole in the wall. That would be more useful to me. We do need to move troops here in preparation to block any penetration of the wall. There we go. I think the tower is now technically an opening. Dark Riders gone. Excellent. Right, we won't last long here, but he's not particularly looking good either. Still, if he can force any kind of melee to happen even relatively soon, he will definitely win this. However, it is not a simple matter for anyone here. Single kill here and there could be a deciding factor. yeah, he'll win. Basically because his hero is just simply better. If he would be more eager to go in those modes, we would be in a good position. Isn't gonna do a thing, is he? So this is basically a cripple fight at this point. Still think we're gonna lose it, but well, what else can we do except try to fight on? Try to spread the poison to as many characters as possible. I need him to basically run into the moats to have any chance to win. And he particularly want to do suicide for some reason. Likely due to his cowardice. Still, he needs at least 5 turns with the hero to be able to finish this. Not sure if he has that. I'm shooting at this target because I do more than double the damage when I shoot it. And I'm sort of still relying on the turrets, maybe contributing to something useful. They'll do more damage to their weaker units. Right, he has a single stack left now. We probably have about 2 turns left. 1 stack of enemy units. Basically, if I hadn't brought the Blood Furies, 2 groups so close together initially, that would have been the difference maker. So very close. Now I don't know which one is going to win. It's so close. It's not a simple matter. We might barely have the firepower or barely miss it. Either way, it's very close. The ballista might be the difference maker, really. Or that shot, is it gonna take down the turret? Single Blood Fury remains. Flawless victory. Overwhelming victory, really. And they lost a fantastic hero to this. Are we gonna get any troops? Right, so we should have a lot more casting power in the next fight. And by a lot I mean barely at all. I more or less was just hoping that we would get a lot of attribute points. Even a few points in attack or defense can make a big difference. There should be no real threat to us here. We'll lose all our mana points, but that hardly matters. Still, the city fight was very, very important to us. Right, you're not gonna move a muscle. Isn't exactly a great guy at this point, but he's good enough to probably hold this for the rest of the mission. Right. We do know that Green is gonna have a city there, and it should be a dungeon city. Orange probably has multiple cities. Green has one, Tan has one. Probably. Ooh, red player is defeated. That happened to him. Who was he? Who the hell? Never mind. Don't care. What's wrong with the lock? Betting it's expert luck that screws it up. I don't recall any problems with advanced luck. I wonder, do we need a specialty ability from the expert to sort of get rid of it? Could be as simple as exiting the game too. Right, there's a good chance we just played orange out of the right as well with the loss of this city. We don't have that much range capabilities. But I don't think we have to really do anything. The single crossbowman isn't good enough to kill anyone. And we can use our range units to kill the rest. Luck! I think we took a temporary increase in luck and morale from a site. Maybe you basically needed a change in the attribute. It was bugged somehow, and it doesn't take all. Well, either that, or we basically have luck +1 in reality instead of +4. Problem being, there's really no way. Yeah, I think it's close to 4 with the frequency I'm seeing. Could it be something to do with what happened in the previous mission? Because you have a lot of maybe temporary effects and item effects on you, so it doesn't reset them correctly in certain situations, maybe. It has to be something like that, either it happened in this mission. There's a slight chance maybe in certain situations of things just bugging out. There's not much you can do about it. This would give us light and dark spells if we develop this further, so pretty much the core of our missing spells. Confusion. Mass confusion. That's a tasty little treat there. Well, I'm seeing something green. Oh shit, who is coming at us? Brown. It's an okay force, nothing amazing. Molten defenses, please. I don't think I have enough funds for a castle. At least this would force them to pay a little bit of a price before they can take this. Also give me ammo and I'm not sure about the healing. But as long as they have to pay a price before they can take it, I'm more or less satisfied. It's stone. I don't really have a lot of excess resources to trade for stone though. Frenzy is good, teleportation has occasional use. 5th level spells will be dark and light too, so there's good chance to get resurrection. And you'll get the mass destruction based spell or puppet master, or mass destruction spell on the light and resurrection. So either way, there's a good chance of getting something decent out of it. But we need those resources. We don't have enough stone. Gems will do, we just need something to trade. There's really nothing all that interesting I can do. Right, I was supposed to let things be here. Just a lot of things are happening that could be big trouble to us or a big opportunity, so it's hard to leave things as they are, but yeah, I think I'll leave things here. More or less, no, I want to do one thing, because I don't want to forget it, no matter what. It is very important to us. We need the major skill level 5 here. It is very, very, very important to us, potentially. Even worst case scenario, it is important. Yeah, we're Light Curse of Netherworld, so they're the shittiest spells we could take out of this. However, Word of Light is still very useful against demons in certain situations. Does a decent amount of damage, don't have to worry about friendly fire. Same with against good units. Although, I don't think we're ever gonna have to use this. Still, we can't let the enemy really take it though. That's a big thing now. Are we any closer to the 2 level ups needed? So we need to fight a little bit and we'll get Town Portal. That's another major sort of threshold we'll need to reach from this mission.